Okay, sorry about that, Seth. Had to drop you in here. This is gonna be Rixiot and Sugoi's archery class. So, Rixiot, are you there? Let me see if I have to drag him in. He might not. Yeah, he doesn't know where it is. I'll drag him in.
Yeah, he appears to be at the root directory.
Okay, Rixiot, I have Sethling here. He's streaming your second class. So, let me bring Sugoi, and you guys can get started.
And Rixiot is anyone, or is I'm admin in here?
Okay.
Let's not all
I'm here
shoot
too,
Rixiot's face.
pretending to admin, but I'm just here for the class.
You're just useless.
Okay, anybody that doesn't have push to talk, please make sure you are using push to talk and don't hold down your shift key.
Okay, so we ready to get started?
Yep.
Alright, so first off, Segoy's gonna have a bit of a bigger part in here in this one, but I'll start it off. For those of you who are with me in the cannon section, welcome to the archery section class thing. Anyways, we're gonna go over the role that a PvPer has in RFW. And so I'll be speaking mainly from our experience, and we'll just go ahead from there. You know, obviously an archer, you know, most evidently is to kill people. You know, that's your goal. But it's not just as if you're killing them for the sake of killing them. There's plenty of purpose behind it other than just that. There's, you know, the resource loss that they suffer. There's progress, momentum. There's all sorts of different targets, different priorities, and different, you know, reasons for killing people. And as an archer, knowing your target is probably going to be your biggest challenge. Knowing what a person's doing, knowing why they're doing it, and predicting their movements. But that doesn't really help you much as an archer, you know, as far as hitting people.
Yeah, you can observe all you want, but you still have to be able to hit them.
Precisely. And there's no better way to get better at shooting than to practice. And this map, Segoy and I whipped up as...
You whipped up.
Okay, I whipped up. He didn't do anything. I built this quickly to kind of emulate an RFW environment. I didn't put much elevation in here, which I likely should have. Well, I guess there's a bit here and there. But this will be very nice to kind of give you a little bit of an insight into insight and experience in RFW combat. There's a good range of distances in here, you know, from mid-range to low, long range. It's pretty much just going to be a death match. You pick a side. Well, I'll separate you into sides. You get a side, and you are on that side, and you traverse the terrain, and you shoot people. Seth is not gone. There are supplies throughout the map. Food, all sorts of things. So try not to be too greedy with that. You don't need 17 stacks of apples. Maybe grab half a stack. That's a bit more reasonable. I know people aren't going to listen to me, but for the most part, I'd like to hope that some people are reasonable. Yes, the chests here are infinite. However, the chests out in the map are not. And that's where I put the food. So, we'll see.
Is there a specific point you want the infinite chests?
No, it'll be alright. There is no winner here. There's only death and losers. And lessons to be learned. So, without further pause, Segoy is gonna, you know, go on a little bit about archery itself.
Archery itself, let's see. Pretty much knowing the arch of the arrow. You can shoot at somebody all day directly, but if they're too far away, You know, you're never going to hit anything. The arrow's just going to go dipping down. So seeing where that person's at and being able to adjust all of your shots is pretty key. Rixiat, let's see here. I wish we could get some examples going.
I think theory might be best here. It's gauging the distance and knowing the distance, and a lot of that is specific to your computer. But you know, get familiar with your render distances, get familiar with all that, and just get to know the arc of an arrow. It's best to practice with fully charged shots, since you know, half charged and all that, it does significantly less damage. And more than likely, you will be fighting armored opponents. So try your best to use fully charged shots. That's very important. You know, it doesn't matter if you can hit someone who's close to you. It matters if you can hit them hard. And for any distance shots, you'll have to use full power anyways. So I'm trying to think of a good way to get you guys sorted out. Everyone try and kind of gather where I am, and I'll call you out and send you to a side, and hopefully this works and we can successfully do it. Just head to the crowd. Anyone who does not kind of fall in line, I guess, can be banned quite easily. Gather in 10 seconds. Do my aides want to ban anyone who's out of it? Gather in. Sugoi, if you want to pop down the obsidian walls. There's not too much to be said about archery, so with that said, we're just going to put you into an environment that closely simulates the RFW scenarios that you'll be in. So I'll start calling out names. Oh, who did that? Why? Yeah, no TKing. If you notice that, yeah, we'll try and get on it when we can. There are going to be plenty of accidental misfires. No TKing, obviously. Try and spread out some. There's plenty of map, and we don't need too much fighting going on, you know. So we'll see how this goes. I'll just start calling out names. The one by can I get Sugoi at one exit and Sandwich at another? Sandwich Carly can. Yeah, he can hear me. Good. Sandwich is purple Link, okay? And then Sugoi is the golden armor guy. So instead of giving you left and right, which I know there's going to be confusion with, you see the person flying in front of the door, you head towards that person. Listen closely. I'll try and be as clear as possible. Kyle, go ahead and go to Sugoi's exit. Hooster, go to purple Link. Name Sandwich. Purple Link is Sandwich. Hooster, go. Or Wooster. Wooster 50, go. Cool Whip, Sugoi's side, gold armor. Demon Mix, go to purple. And you can go ahead and get started. Just head on out. Just sprint out. Cupcake, ban his ass. You, right in front of me, Alice Babnick, go to Sugoi's side. Shernity, Creeper Suit Man, go to purple. T-Bot, go ahead to Sugoi's. Lumberjack in the Plaid, go to purple. Other Link, go to purple as well. Kai Rocks, gold. Are you guys listening? You, Nadan, go to purple. Cham Moses, don't crouch, please. You, go to gold. Purple. Iron Man, go to purple. This guy, go to purple. Yep, Ninja. The Ninja, go to purple. Dan, gold. Short hair, 39, gold. Massa, purple. Moo Cakes Man, gold. Chippy, gold. Yogiz, Iron Man, purple. Heptix, purple. Gidden Term, gold. Mango, purple. Pika Guy, gold. Map Cavalier, purple. Zapper, gold. Ash, purple. AC, Tennis AC, pick one, I don't know. Xtemi, gold. Joey Kendo, purple. Chris, purple. Robot 4561, gold. Spoon Fork, purple. Matt, go ahead and go to gold. Anyone who did not catch their place can pick any random one. I do not care. If anyone's inactive, we're gonna go ahead and ban you. Robot, go ahead, go to gold. Yep, bearded man, go gold. Go for the gold. Yep. So go ahead and start killing. If you die, go to the same side you were on. Don't drain the resource chest. Try not to build any obnoxious structures. And you'll be able to listen to the soothing sounds of my voice as you kill. Is it not on? Oh dear.
What not?
Can we get that fixed?
Yep, I'm gonna work on that. 1 second.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and hunker down, maybe.
Post up somewhere.
For some reason, in every other class it's working, but this one is not. 1 second.
Do you want me to turn off auto hunger?
Yeah,
No, I think it's PvP, isn't it? It's
No,
the
PvP
button.
is on. Because I've seen people getting hurt, but I'll double check right now.
No, this guy's not getting hurt.
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, these guys aren't getting hit.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're fine.
We are in Rixion. I'm sorry, that is my fault.
You guys want me to set up some minecart targets?
Feel free to waste your arrows. Shots are always good. You can still see if you hit for the most part. So keep shooting, and you will know when PvP is back on.
Consider this your practice shots, like a warm-up. And yeah, you can make targets in the background if you want.
Yeah, by all means.
Goes to make targets.
Neon, we've got a problem. We don't have chest permissions.
I'm not sure who said it, just give me 1 second.
Skirmisher, it's in Guia Ford's world. Purple.
Yes, PvP is off for the moment. We're trying to get that fixed. It is on. Kill. Go ahead, kill. Everybody kill. Oh, yes.
Alright, so now it's working. I'll head off and make sure everything else is running smoothly. Thanks.
So you'll notice the aides setting up targets here and there. Feel free to shoot at those. They're shiny.
Okay, you should have chests too now.
Okay, thanks.
Jump shots, that's all practice. There's no tips I can really give to you. What you need with jump shotting, if anyone is in this area, when you jump, look for right at the peak of your jump. You start to fall. That's where you need to adjust your cursor. As soon as you start to fall and your direction changes, that's what your aim needs to be focused on. And then you can adjust that with arc and everything. Really, I guess the best tip with jump shotting is have a sharp eye. It comes with experience.
Rixia, can I ask a question?
Sure.
What about shooting people over too high walls?
Yep, there is a little trick that not many people know about. You can hit somebody over a 2-block high, barricade. A lot of these barricades kind of facilitate that. The tip of their head can be hit, so if you can get your shot to just arc right over it and almost scrape the block, you can hit people behind 2-block high barricades. A safe barricade is 3 high. Pretty much if you can see them, they can be hit. And it may not always seem so, but trust me, I've gotten some ridiculous shots through tiny cracks in the holes and crevices. If you can see them, you can hit their hitbox.
You
And
can
it's
also
just,
hit them. You can also hit them through corners of blocks.
yep.
Sorry.
Sometimes people can collide in odd ways. Doors, you can hit people through doors if they're too close to it.
Sorry, Neon, we still have a problem in Gear Ford's world. The player still can't access the chests.
In which one?
Gear Ford's, it's purple.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of roles that a PvPer can play. You know, you're not just an archer. You know, getting familiar with cannons, which I know isn't really applicable here. But my role in Whiskey Brigade is I am the PvPer. I can't PvE for crap. I can fight one creeper at a time. That's about it. However, if I'm to press my own buttons, I will say I'm a very proficient archer, and I am quite familiar with cannons. And my role typically on our team is to kill people and kill things. And that's basically all I do. I don't, retrieve this, I don't retrieve that. I don't die all that often, and usually I'm kind of a mobile storage. And you have to bear in mind that that person is a very auxiliary member. You need to be very flexible as an archer. You need to be very familiar with your terrain and where people go. You need to get familiar with the distances, and a lot of that isn't learning distance itself, but learning the distance of a map. You need to be able to look at a map and see what people can do to avoid arrow cover and how you can counter that. Yeah, that's yeah. Sugoi?
To answer TT-Bot's question, you can get hurt in water. You can also, if, let's say, somebody's running behind a wall of lava, you can actually shoot an arrow through it. It will set the arrow on fire and the player on fire if it hits them. It's just another little good thing to know.
And you'd be surprised how many situations that can come up in. Lava curtains over the map and into the void are fairly common, and time and time again you'll be shooting through lava at people. So get familiar with a person's location relative to their nameplate. It's fairly simple, but you know. So yeah, sometimes you'll find that arrows are very limited in number. It's more discipline and practice than anything, but being a more accurate archer is, as you would imagine, far more important than being able to fire this many arrows that quickly. Never stand still. If you're going head to head with somebody, obviously you never stand still. Strafe when you can, jump when you can. You need to be aware of what you're walking on without looking at it. Sometimes you're going to need to jump sideways and up things, and knowing your map is very important as an archer. Yeah, if you ever want to get up some jagged slopes, and still maintain an orientation towards your target while firing, you need to be able to do something like that, and that's, again, knowing your maps. What else? Never get predictable. Once you can.
Just gonna say that. Be as unpredictable as possible when you're in a head-to-head fight with somebody. Don't just strafe back and forth. It's very, very predictable. And they will lead you. You're going one way, oh, I'm just gonna shoot a little in front of you over here. And you're just gonna keep getting hit. So yeah, be as unpredictable as possible. In the space that you're provided. May not be much, but work with what you can.
So yeah, I mean, it's rather difficult to really to integrate an archery kind of lesson with RFW, despite the huge role that it plays. I doubt you'll ever find an RFW map that doesn't have bows. So it is a very large part of it. But that said, you don't need to be an awesome archer to be an RFW player. Two of our members are moderate at best. Sugoi and I make up for that. You don't need a team full of PvPers like cockblockers. You know, I believe someone, Avery. I don't know how familiar you guys are with teams, but you know, there are teams that are full of PvPers, and you know, it's not exactly necessary. We will be doing real maps at a later time, I believe. After this, skirmishes and all that will be set up with pickup teams. Expect to get frustrated, but
Like yesterday, if you were around here yesterday, it's gonna be the same thing. Rex,
yeah,
you right there?
I was letting you talk.
Oh, my bad.
So yeah, I mean, there's only so much that can be said about archery. Almost everything needs to be experienced. And I can't force an experience upon you. That comes with time, practice, and of course experience.
Do you want a small lava curtain in the middle to show off what you were talking about before?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, actually.
But as Rixiat said before, being efficient with the arrows that you're given is crucial. Usually you're not going to have a chest full of stacks of arrows. You're going to have 6 stacks maybe. And not taking a whole stack at a time.
Yes.
Try not doing that. Maybe a half stack, 32 would be good.
Yeah, knowing how many arrows you're going to need for the situation. I'll give you a scenario that you may encounter. Almost always there are some starter chests in a map, and me as a PvPer, when I approach said chest, I always grab a bow. That's a given. But then, depending on the number of arrows that are supplied to me, if there's a plentiful amount, I'll grab 2 stacks. 2 stacks will last you what seems forever. I mean, 2 stacks will get you very far. 1 stack even lasts longer than you might realize. But with that said, you know, you get into the heat of the moment and your nerves start getting you, and you can find that you'll fire faster than you realize, and at the same time, 1 stack can disappear rather quickly. So it's knowing your firing rate, it's knowing your hit rate, and realizing the risk that you pose by carrying all the arrows that you have. You know, you are just as subject to die, you know, on the surface of a fully lit world, facing another man, shooting at you, you know, than your teammate down there facing, you know, a handful of creepers and an enderman. You know, avoiding death is just as important as getting kills. And, you know, maintaining your resource flow. Or not flow, but supply.
I talked about this a little bit in the tactics session, but maybe you want to talk about it a bit more. I've noticed that the bow is on the right side of your body, and that can actually seriously impact how you use cover. If you have the cover on the left side of your body than on the right, you can actually get a lot more cover while still shooting. That's all I have to say.
Is there a reason there's lava pouring down?
To shoot through.
Okay.
Alright, just an FYI, the closing ceremony is going to be happening in about 2 minutes, so we're just going to continue this for about 2 minutes and we're going to wrap it up.
It's going to involve big explosions.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
So, yeah. Closing ceremony's coming up. If you have any questions, I don't know what they could be, but I'll do my best to answer them. And,
Somebody brought the question about shifting to hiding.
Yeah, shifting,
It's
concealing your
actually
location.
pretty crucial as well, because
I can't believe I looked over that.
if you're shooting somebody and they just have no idea where you are, you know, use that to your advantage.
I'm getting cotton mouth. Oh, there we go. I'm not going to answer that. But yeah, shifting. Some of you may not even know that if you shift, your name can't be seen through blocks, and it's difficult to read anyways, but it's critical to concealing your location, and sometimes springing a trap on someone. Bridges can be built in certain locations, and sometimes when people aren't around, they'll make a bit riskier bridges. And shifting and hiding your nameplate, and then maybe laying a trap at certain places, you know, and getting a shot at a critical moment can be really important. Also, if you've got a little bunker set up, you can kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Obscure your movements and make the next hole that you'll poke out of a bit less apparent and far less predictable. I mean, I'm sure you can think of plenty of scenarios where your name disappearing is useful. Navigating the world as you're shifted is important as well.
It's also worth pointing out that in RMCT rules, you cannot build out into the center of the lane. So, just wanted to point that out to see a couple people doing that.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone would do that. Yep, Void is yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're not gonna, you know, face any repercussions for that. But yeah, Void is almost always, you know, not a place for you to go. So yeah, in closing, archery is a huge part of RFW, and you know, there's a lot of philosophy that goes behind it. Probably more that will ever be evident to most.
It just comes down to practicing as much as you can. Like against live targets, just practice, practice, practice.
I don't know if the arrow going through the lava does extra damage when it impacts, but it sets your opponent on fire, I believe.
It doesn't do any extra
Yeah, it
damage
does.
on impact, but it does set on fire, yeah. Actually, a lot of people were saying tower control was one of the better ways to practice archery. You just get so much action in, and you're trying to accomplish a goal, so you still have to be moving around and stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of elevated firing going on. There's a lot of shots that you'll have to make up, and a lot of shots you'll have to make down.
Right.
No, we do not need redstone for this. Yep, so that's pretty much it. I hope you learned something,
And I just want to say, if you shoot off TNT, you will be banned, and you don't get to shoot off TNT legally at the end of the round.
Really?
Alright, guys.
Dog just gave everybody TNT.
Is that
what was going on?
here?
Apparently.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know we started.
yeah, yeah. We gave everybody TNT. The end of the event, we're just blowing everything up. So I'm just gonna continue giving people TNT until, you know, until they feel satisfied that the map is blown up enough.
Makes an airstrike above the lane. Balls.
Oh wait,
Oh, why did they all get teleported? Who teleported them?
Are we blowing up spawn?
A-Dog did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can blow up spawn too. Why not?
I am removing the region in here.
And it's going.
They went
My
fast.
KD is huge, bro.
That was fast. That was awfully fast.
They didn't waste any time. They just. Oh
I'm
my
still
god.
lagging.
If you guys want, I'm gonna make a hole in the world so they can go down into the different maps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that. Do that. They can blow
Do
up
it.
everything.
Let's do it.
Who would have thought? 100 people all at once dropping TNT.
They're unstoppable.
Well, I don't know. The server's going.
This is what we call a pain loop, guys.
Welcome to
You
Pain
have to
Loop
learn this
101.
now.
Pain Loop 101. Let's go.
Shall we all move to one channel?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best idea. Everybody move to the RMCT open house chat, which is going to be the very top option.
Writing. The Super Shadow says they were great and lost the connection as the server restarting. Yeah, the server's gonna restart. Alright, so we need to get the stream.
There's so much noise happening.
What's going on with the server?
Can you, do you know if we're doing the organized briefing thing?
Organized briefing. Oh,
It's
that's
happening
already been done.
right now, Robin.
Okay, great.
Poor Robin.
Robin,
It's
I'm
already
sitting
been
upstairs
done.
of TNT. It's happening.
Great. Okay, and after that, we reset the server for casual games.
Yep. I'll explain that to everybody in a second.
Are we doing an
Afraid.
ultra hardcore? That'd be pretty lolsy.
What?
No, we're gonna do Race to the Wall.
Oh, sweet. With like this many people on one map.
No.
Oh, it's
Okay.
gonna be like yesterday. Here, if you want, I
Let's-
can explain it, or
Let's just try not to take their fun by us blowing it up. Let's
Oh.
give them the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
and
Oh, I
yeah.
already gave
It's a
them all
bit
the
late.
stuff.
Someone turned the bedrock to TNT.
Too
I
late.
think.
Somebody's already world editing.
Oh, that was me. I got rid of the bedrock because they couldn't have blown that up anyway.
Yeah.
The only world editing I did was spheres in the sky.
So how long until we do the casual games, guys? Parker?
6:30.
6:30. Yeah.
All right. Look, I can go ahead and explain the casual games to everyone. Then, Chris, we need to head off.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for attending. The master classes are over now. You're allowed to go ahead and play casual games. It's like yesterday. If you were here, you're going to go into rooms. Coaches will be there, and they'll take you to a game. I'm not sure if Seth, are you in here? All right. I'm not sure.
Good
I'm
luck
not
on
sure
your
if,
match.
you'll stick around, but yeah, you can go ahead and play casual games, and that's pretty much it. Robin, if you want to go ahead and explain how it's gonna work.
Sure. Now, are you guys still streaming, Seth?
Seth,
Oh, is he there? Maybe it's not.
he's in the channel.
Sorry, yes, I'm still streaming.
Okay. Could you make an announcement, or if I'm being broadcast?
You are.
Okay, great. We are going to have casual games starting in about 8 minutes. Until then, we're just giving people TNT and other supplies to get out destructive energies and grief the server. But in 8 minutes, we're going to reset the server. We're going to have casual games. It's going to be the same lobby. Anybody who played yesterday or watched the stream yesterday, we're going to have a lobby. You go to each individual room, which has a coach guide in it. We're going to start off with just the red section open. Go to any room that has a coach guide in it that's somebody wearing a gold helmet, and you enter the audio stream of that room. So if you enter the room red 6, for example, you should enter the mumble channel red 6. We're going to publicly release the IPs for the mumble server and the Minecraft server. You are required to use Mumble to participate in this event, so if you don't have Mumble, you should download it now. You don't need to have a mic, but you just need to be logged into the Mumble server, so you can at least hear people if nothing else. So the IP for the Minecraft server is, and perhaps somebody in Seth's stream, and perhaps our Dwarf stream could write this in the stream chat as well, is rfwmc.rmct.tv. And the IP for the Mumble server is rfwmumble.rmct.tv. So we hope to see you all in about 7 minutes.
All right, thanks. I want to end my stream here. Thanks for putting on the event, guys. I think it was pretty good.
Thanks so much for streaming, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep, thanks, Seth. And thanks, everyone.
So long.
Literally.
How about that TNT?
Wow. Wow.
He is the
Can't
bomb.
even move.
Make a platform.
Hey, is anyone in here organizing this thing?
Yeah, a couple of us are.
Oh yeah, my question was, are we just gonna take any room we want, or if you were a coach guide yesterday, can you just get in the same room you had before?
Yeah, some coach guides might do that, but it's really going to be a organized on a distributed way. Like people are going to make their own decisions about what room they take.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Cool.
Red 9's gonna be the most awesome one, though.
Yeah. We might not have all the coach guides in there right away. You might need wait a little while. We might not have coach guides for everyone right at the start. Winkleson, can you be a coach guide again?
Does JCLL have access to the
Oh
server?
god, I need to give you permission to mumble actually.
Robin, does JCLL have access to the server?
From what I understand, he does. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go because my mouse is dead. I don't know what's wrong with it. Every mouse I've grabbed doesn't work.
All right, thanks so much for everything you've done on this, Anyoneers.
No problem, no problem. I'll probably be back around later if this is still going on.
Yeah, we'll be going from 4 minutes from now until 11 p.m. EDT.
Awesome. All right, goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Anyoneers.
I can figure out how to log
Thank you,
out
anyone.
without a mouse.
Okay, Maxwell says, can someone answer me, please? Let's see if I can find your question. I don't see it. Can you type it again, Maxwell? Oh. Yeah, we can do that.
Right, I'm gonna be off. It was a good run. See you.
Alright, thanks.
Later,
Yeah.
thanks.
No problem.
Yes,
It
same.
was a fun event. You should definitely start doing more of these.
Bye,
I love the
Tongan. Thank you.
signs, by the way.
We will be.
Yeah, and anybody who was banned during the anybody who was